This is a picture of me, my wife of 52 years, and a baby golden eagle I'm holding while they put a tracker on it so they can keep track of where it's. So this is an introduction to the Street of Dreams project, which is located on the Lux Lion Oasis project within the Aftermath Islands Metaverse platform. The Street of Dreams project is a 3D virtual architecture for the Metaverse project. And we are located on the Lux Lion Oasis project within the Aftermath Islands. So this pitch deck will address the Street of Dreams itself, why the Metaverse, the Lux Lion Oasis project, and the Aftermath Islands platform, Street of Dreams. So the graphic on the upper right-hand corner shows the actual Lux Lion Oasis island within Aftermath Islands, and the area at the bottom right-hand corner of tab on the screen that says Street of Dreams, that is the community where we will be creating our Street of Dreams project. And the Bored Apes Football Club Stadium is located at the lower left-hand corner of their label. And then the Lux Lions Arena is located just above in that yellow box of the Lux Lions Arena label. So this is our community as it exists on the island. Each one of those parcels are 100 feet by 100 feet. The yellow is where the clubhouse or community center will be located. And this is how the project will be re-subdivided. The bottom portion will be dedicated to displaying your 3D models of your architectural residences. And if you would like to create a commercial retail project, those will be located in the top. So here's an example of a 3D model created with the Revit program and transferred over into the Unreal Engine program and rendered and animated in that program. Here's some more examples of some typical residential and commercial buildings created in Revit and rendered in the Unreal Engine project. Here's some interiors of those same type of 3D modeling. This is an indication of the different social media platforms and how they're being used to follow the project. And this is the roadmap for the Street of Dreams project. Right now we're on the left-hand column. We're in development of the concept, established relationship that has been established, and we're now building our design development team, which will be you people listening to this video. So why the Metaverse? Well, the first group of people that will be populating the Metaverse will be the gamers. And gamers in general will be utilizing the platform for play-to-earn games like the Lost Kingdom of Tazara, which is the play-to-earn game in the Aftermath Islands environment. The gamers will be rewarded with in-game tokens, which are doubloons or called dubs, D-U-B-S. The next group that will migrate into the Metaverse will be the social media crowd. Facebook did not change their name to Meta just to be cute. They are going to move anybody and everybody that uses Facebook over into a virtual Metaverse type of environment. And when the other social media outlets see the success of how Facebook works with the metaverse, others like Twitter, TikTok, Instagram will also all migrate over into the metaverse environment. And you as an individual can use the metaverse as a place to meet with your family and friends. The Street of Dreams, as part of the Lux Lions within the Aftermath platform, will profit from all of their successes. The next group to migrate into the metaverse will probably be e-commerce type applications. Now, right now we use Amazon as a source to shop for items and have them delivered to our house. But in the very near future, you will have an avatar that resembles your body type, and you can go to a store like Nordstrom's or Macy's, and you, as an avatar, and you can walk up to a rack, find a clothing item, try it on your avatar. And of course, your avatar is as close as possible to being a copy of your body, and you can put that virtual dress on your body or item of clothing and see exactly how it fits. You can spin around and look at it. And if you like it, you can purchase it for your avatar so that your avatar can wear that item. And once you purchase it, the next day it could show up on your doorstep. Virtual education. So with the COVID crisis we've had over the last couple of years, education has been using a Zoom type of environment. A more effective way will be the virtual classroom, where your avatar will be able to be in an environment and you'll be able to operate as if you are a student in that virtual environment. An interesting approach that's being utilized already is virtual manufacturing, where VR, AR, and artificial intelligence connected to robotics are starting to actually utilize the metaverse type of environment for the production of items as well as maintenance of items. So I can foresee, let's say, multiple assembly line from one operator all doing the same thing, creating multiple objects at the same time through artificial intelligence, VR, AR, and robotics. So the Lux Lions Oasis is a community. The graphic that you see in the upper left-hand corner, the Lux Lion logo, it's kind of part of the gaming environment, and you kind of have to be familiar with some of the things that are happening with NFTs, really understand this whole concept. I'm not really into this particular aspect. My focus is more on the 3D virtual architecture for the metaverse, but my component has to fit within their platform, and their platform will make my product successful. Lux Lion's Oasis has started by creating NFTs with land deeds that grant one plot of land on a Lux Lion Oasis with one free Lux Lion 3D avatar. A sample of the deed of ownership for one of those plots of land. This is the initial island for the Lux Lion Oasis. And as you can kind of see, there's 3 lakes in the middle that kind of create the eyes and mouth of the lion, with the nose being in the middle of those. My particular project, the Street of Dreams, is located above the mouth and to the left, and below the nose and to the left in that area. If you actually were looking at this pitch deck, you would be able to run these 2 videos that you see. The top one is the sizzle reel link for the Aftermath Islands. In the bottom one is the teaser link for Lux Lions. So Aftermath Islands, it's a blockchain-based blended reality consisting of aspects of augmented, virtual, and extended reality, interactive platform consisting of theme-based islands, community, and estates. Islands are divided into unique virtual land parcels with landowners having autonomy over content published on their land. Users can buy, develop, and trade virtual land, property, and items as NFTs. Aftermath Islands intends to be a multi-blockchain by product launch, allowing connection between Aftermath Islands and the XRP ledger. For more information, you can go to their website for the latest project updates. So the founders of Aftermath Islands are extremely talented and well-connected in the technology arena. I will address that in later part of this presentation. Probably one of the keys to the Aftermath Islands platform is Liquid Avatar Technologies, which is the parent company for Aftermath Islands. Liquid Avatar is a product that will be utilized by many, many different metaverse environments. It's a biometric bank-grade verification system that validates an individual so that when you're in the metaverse, the person you're talking to or visiting with will be a verified individual, not some robot or bot or computer generated item just searching for things in the internet. So we have themed islands, community islands, estate islands, kingdom islands, and branded islands, which is where the Street of Dreams project will be located. So you'll have in-game items. Again, remember I said that the gamers will be the first to come in. After that, you'll have the social media, the education, the e-commerce, and the manufacturing mechanisms that will participate. So all of these items, houses, vehicles, weapons for gamers, and fashion will all be in-game items that can be purchased as NFTs. For the gamers, you'll have experiences, discovery, and be able to create items to be sold and gathered in the metaverse environment. The in-game utility token, which I'll talk a little bit about more, will be used for questing, crafting, staking, professions, and be earned. So all of those items that I just mentioned are part of the ecosystem built into the metaverse environments, and the Street of Dreams will be able to capitalize on all of those items, making it profitable for the venture. So professions are going to be a key component within the Aftermath Islands environment. Drafters, which is a name given to the architects and engineers. You have builders, carpenters, merchants, and there's many more. And I'll show that here in a few minutes. And so this is a short biography on me, and it gives you my contact information if you want. So I'm more than welcome to talk to any and all of you about this project and the metaverse. Thank you for listening to this part of my pitch deck. I'm hoping that you take advantage of this opportunity. You're more than welcome to stop and start this video so you can examine each one of the slides that are part of the pitch deck so you can read in more detail. And again, please contact me if you have any questions. Here we have the Aftermath Islands commercial website, which is aftermathislands.com. And within this website, this is where you can purchase items associated with the project. I'm going to come back up and talk about the strong boxes, which is a newly released item associated with Aftermath Islands. You have the Explorer League. This is a $99 fee to join the membership. The returns are well over the $99 if you utilize a lot of the features associated with Aftermath Islands. Lux Lion Oasis is right at the top of the list of projects within Aftermath Islands, so you can visit their platform as well. The island types, the themed islands, you can see the dinosaurs. So again, back to the gamers, the state islands for just specialty things. And the community islands are really where I want to concentrate my efforts on for building a consensus of people who are communicating and working together to make the internal ecosystem work as well as it is. And this kind of shows you the type of architecture that you can produce for the metaverse. One of the great things about architecture in the metaverse is that, number one, there isn't any physics, so gravity won't affect your structures, but you also don't have very many regulations when it comes to permitting, cost of construction, design review boards, inspections, all those things that architecture would require. It's a pretty free and inviting environment. Here's some of the featured specialty islands. This one I wanted to talk about, other than the Lux Lions, was the Fab Island environment. That particular island is sponsored by and will be promoted by the McCartney family, Paul McCartney of the Beatles. Quality of participation from the outside world is pretty amazing. And you can see the different types of islands. There's lots of them available to choose from, and each one will have their own kind of theme. Again, going back to a gaming type of environment. You have the Horror Harbor. The Meta Hero kits allow you to go in and customize your avatars. And then you have the professions, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. And you have the clubhouse for Aftermath Island. So when you actually enter the platform, you'll enter through this structure and then be transported to the island of your choice. The play to earn game, the Lost Kingdom of Tazara, this is where you will be able to earn in-game tokens that you can use to buy things within the environment. And the Wax Wallet is the location where all of your capital, being NFTs or whatever, would be stored. And so it's a secure exchange for assets associated with the Web 3.0 metaverse environment. So going back up to the top, I wanted to talk a little bit about the strong boxes and the dub that are placed inside these strong boxes. So right now, the cryptocurrency token that is available for the project is not released to the general public yet. You're pretty much buying what I call an IOU. They will be released very soon, and they will begin to start trading on the open market. Right now, they're available to purchase at a introductory price of 6 cents a share. And I wanted to kind of illustrate so that you could see the effects of being able to purchase at an early stage like this. I'm not endorsing any of this. I'm just telling you that it's an opportunity if you want to take advantage of it. So this screen shows top gaming token by market capitalization. The ape coin, and I'll talk about the Aftermath apes and also the Bored Ape Football Club and the Bored Apes Yacht Club. And so the ape coin would be a coin associated with something like that. And you can see the price of one of those right now is $4.64. Let me bring up my calculator. $4.64 divided by 6 cents equals 77.3. That's a 77 times increase in value. I'm not saying that the Dubs coin will increase by that much, but a $1 investment in a 6-cent token could potentially turn into $77. That's what that particular calculation means. The potential for a major gain is out there, and it's possible that the crypto token for Aftermath Islands could eventually take off like the ape coin. So this is the aftermathislands.com site. It has pretty much the same kind of information. This is where you could search for the different types of island environments that you might be interested in. There's also an entry point for the Lost Kingdom of Tazara in-game tokens. This is kind of important because unlike most metaverse projects that require some sort of headgear to actually navigate inside, the Aftermath Islands project can work directly on your computer screen. And they're using a technology called pixel streaming, which is brand new to the market, with cloud-based programming that allows for an unbelievable amount of realism within the environment. In-game items and things like that include dwellings, infrastructure, weapons, tools, vehicles, and other playable items. Professions and hobbies, I'll talk about that next. Here's their utility token, the Dubs, more gaming type of stuff. The professions are things that you can do within the Aftermath Islands metaverse environment that make the ecosystem do what it needs to do to be successful. These are some of the different types of professions: artists, mercenaries, which is a gaming thing, farmers, blacksmith, carpenters, distillers, like brewing companies, a mechanic, harvesters, millers, robotics, alchemists, which is kind of creating potions of some kind of thing, hunters, miners, tailors, jewelers, armor, enchanter, chef, pyrotechnician, rancher, zookeeper, medic, builder, merchant, commercial fishing, captain, gaming, tattooist, and a drafter. The drafter is the highest level profession within the Aftermath Islands environment. Here's the core development team. David Lusach is the creator, and his background is pretty unbelievable in terms of some of the things that he has been associated with over the years. He worked with Wayne Gretzky, the famous hockey player, probably the most famous, and the Canadian hockey team. He's worked with Formula One Racing League, the Children's Miracle Network, the Ovarian Cancer Canada, the Dare America program. He worked on War Horse, which was a movie by Steven Spielberg. He's worked with Disney, DreamWorks, Marvel, Kiss, the rock band, IndyCar, Lucasfilms, Star Wars, The Awakening of the Force, and of course, he now has Liquid Avatar and Aftermath Island. You can read about these people within the management team. You can also find them on their website. And again, you could freeze your video at any point if you want to just read about these people here. So the Lux Lions Island, here again, this is the Lux Lions Island. These are all the current parcels that are for sale. This right here is the Street of Dreams development area. This is the Bored Apes Football Club area, and their arena will be right here. And this down here is the Lioness community, and the Lux Lion Arena will be located here. And I'm actually working on that project as we speak. These are some examples of the NFTs for the Lux Lion groups. Again, you kind of have to go and educate yourself on some of these crazy artistic NFT and items. I think the Bored Apes Yacht Club group was the first one to be really successful at creating these kind of artistic pieces of art and then selling them as NFTs. It's not my bag. It's not something I'm really interested in myself. There is a market and people seem to like it, and they're jumping on the bandwagon and purchasing these types of items. The Bored Ape Football Club has their own website, and very similar to what you were just seeing with respect to the Lux Lions. Here's some typical NFT item for the Bored Apes Football Club. And the reason why I'm showing you this is this particular group is a play on the bored apes themselves, which are these. And this is the OpenSea project. I wanted to show you how crazy this market is. The very first one in the upper left-hand corner, the price on that is $1.99. So that's not $1.99. That's an Ethereum 1.99. And to give you an idea on how much a 1.99 Ethereum would be, let's look at this chart. So this is the current chart. Let me see if I can update this and see what it's actually doing today. Today, it's gone up a little bit from yesterday. Let's see the all-time. So this is the all-time chart. Right now, it's at $1,289. So going back to this graphic, 1.99, that's basically 2 Ethereum. That piece of art would be worth over $2,500 by itself. Looking at the chart back on November 14th of 2021, the Ethereum was up at $4,600. So doubling that would be over $9,000 for this piece of art. Again, I'm not into this NFT crazy looking art stuff, but it's out there and people are actually paying crazy amounts of money for it. Again, this is the Aftermath Islands Clubhouse, and I just wanted to show you 3D. So these are examples of 3D models built with the Revit program, migrated over to Unreal Engine 5, and rendered and animated in those environments. So this is the clubhouse I'm doing for the X-Walkers group, another group, kind of a takeoff on the White Walkers from the Game of Thrones series. This is another project. If you stick with me and you produce architecture, I can show you how to place it in the Unreal environment. This is an example of a piece of architecture and the island, the water around it, the landscaping, the rocks, the ground cover, all the stuff that you could learn how to do if you stay with me and be part of the Street of Dreams project. Some more views of it. So you can see the realism. The realism is pretty incredible, and it's only going to get better. So I just wanted to kind of sum up this presentation by talking about the Street of Dreams and its parallel project, Architectural Metaversity. The Street of Dreams, in essence, is a marketplace. It's a case study community where you can create architectural commissions, place them in, for lack of a better term, like a model home development, and allow people with their avatars to walk through the environment and visit the different architectural buildings and hopefully eventually buy them and place them on their own virtual property. The clubhouse will be a sales center for the project, and there'll be video screens showing different types of architecture, and then you could actually walk out into the community as an avatar and visit, walk through, walk around, and experience the different architectural projects. If you have the skills to create a building using the Revit program, I can then show you how to migrate that Revit file into the Unreal Engine 5, render it, animate it, and then place it in the metaverse for other people to experience and hopefully buy. Can't guarantee that, but that's the hopes. The Architectural Metaversity, which is a play on university, is a project that parallels the Street of Dreams project in that it will allow people to get either a beginning course in Revit or a refresher course in Revit, a design sequence studio where you can actually be in a college level architectural design studio environment and get input just like you would if you were working in that classroom. And then the last class of the 3-course sequence is the introduction to Unreal. And my Architectural Metaversity project will start very soon, and I'm hoping to fill it up with potential students to learn the Revit program or to get a refresher course on the Revit program. And then, of course, following that with the design studio and then the introduction to Unreal Engine 5. So again, my name is Rob Fender, architect, professor of architecture at San Diego Mesa College, and I am inviting you to participate in the Street of Dreams project. I do want to preface everything that this is a business project on my part. There will be commission fees to help keep the platform afloat because nothing's for free anymore. There's a small 5 to 10% commission paid on all projects that are cycled through the Street of Dreams to the Street of Dreams project, just to keep the financial aspects of the project moving forward. The Lux Lion Oasis group will want their cut, as well as the Aftermath Islands environment. I foresee that there's a possibility that as much as maybe 25% of whatever you sell your project for will be allocated to commissions. Whatever you get, you'll get something for your efforts. And there's also the possibility that your particular design can be sold multiple times if you want it to be, or it can be just a one-on-one, meaning one product, one NFT, one sell. If you sell it multiple times, of course, you'll get a repeat commission on each one of those sales. The metaverse environment is going to be massive, and pretty much everything that exists in the real world is going to have to be reproduced and created for the metaverse environment. People who get in and adopt the process early are the ones who will prosper the most. Thanks for listening, and I'm always available for questions and comments. You can contact me at rfenderarchitect@gmail.com if you're at all interested. Thank you, and hope to hear from you.